Well, hey folks, welcome to another Friday fishing forecast, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful hot weekend. The rain chances are going to go down a little bit compared to what they've been the last couple of days. We've had some pretty decent storms. Actually, there's one right behind me right there. So there's been some decent storms here in the area. There's been some offshore, but they break up pretty quick, so it hasn't been too bad. But like I said, the rain chances are going down for the weekend. The winds are going to be light, which is going to make it a little bit warm. But the fishing has been on fire from what I'm hearing. We did not get a chance to go last week simply because we had a fire in our starboard engine. It was due to the rectifier, which supplies the voltage from the motors to the batteries. And we knew something was wrong. We just didn't know what it was until we started seeing smoke coming out of the cowling. And then we took the cowling off, noticed there was a pinhole in the rectifier, squirted some fresh water on it, got it out, and came back in. So we replaced that, so we're ready to go now. And if anybody ever has an issue with that, ours was a third battery that was extremely low in voltage, and it was causing the rectifier to overheat. And when that happened, it caught fire. So just kind of let you guys know about that. Again, like I said, the fishing's been really good. I'm hearing great reports on the trout. I'm hearing good reports on snook and redfish, tarpon, of course. So a lot of stuff going on inside the bay. I've heard the snapper bite has really turned on quite a bit. So if you're looking for snapper inside the bay, they're definitely turning on. The grouper bite on the bycatch is still really good. Offshore, I'm still hearing reports of red snapper. You got to go pretty deep to get those. Last week or 2 weeks ago when we fished north of the pipeline, and we caught red grouper, we caught hogfish, we caught snapper. We didn't get any mahi this time, but we caught a variety of fish. So it was a good time, and until the smoke started coming out of the out of the cowling. But that was towards the end of the day, thank God. But I just also wanted to talk about what's going on with the shrimp. There's a lot of people coming in and asking for shrimp, and for the last 4 days since Sunday, 5 days, going on 5 days now, we have not had shrimp. Nobody's had shrimp. And the problem is that a lot of the larger shrimp went offshore, way offshore, and typically what's left behind is the hatch that was supposed to happen earlier this year. Well, there's some thought that may not have happened. So if that's the case, it's going to be tight on shrimp, folks. I'm hearing rumblings of until the end of summer. So we're trying to compensate for that. We're catching live whitebait. We've got fiddler crabs. Next week, I'm going to start dropping pinfish traps so we can do pinfish. We've got all the frozen bait you need. So just to let you know that don't get upset at us or anybody else or any other bait shops because they don't have shrimp. It's not up to the shrimpers. It's not up to us. It's up to Mother Nature and how things are treated. So just remember that when you go into your local bait shop, be nice to the bait shop people because they can't control what Mother Nature's doing. So as soon as we get shrimp back in, we'll let everybody know. But please be patient with us. We've got everything else. So again, just be patient with us. We really appreciate it. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the tides and solunars for this weekend. Okay, for Saturday, we have a high tide at 9:49 a.m. at a 2.3 foot. Then we have a low tide at 5:27 p.m. at a negative 0.1. Then on Sunday, we have a high tide at 10:28 a.m. at a 2.5 foot. Then we have a low tide at 6:28 p.m. at a negative 0.3 foot. For the solunars on Saturday, we have a major feeding time from 8:48 a.m. to 10:48 a.m. Then we have a minor feeding time from 4:10 p.m. to 5:10 p.m. On Sunday, we have a major feeding time from 9:45 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. Then we have a minor feeding time from 5:21 p.m. to 6:21 p.m. Well, folks, that's the tides and solunars for this weekend. And like I mentioned before, the shrimp are they're not anywhere. Nobody can find shrimp. So we don't have shrimp. We've got frozen shrimp, and we got all kinds of other frozen bait. And we have live fiddler crabs and live whitebait. So just to let you know on that, trying to think. Oh, if you haven't signed up on our website, subscribe to our website and subscribe to the YouTube page. The faster we get to that 23,000 is when we'll pick another winner to go fishing with us. We're going to get in touch with the gentleman from Winter Haven to go fishing with us. It's past the 14th, so we're going to set up a time with him. Other than that, I don't think there's too much going on. Just if you do see weather, just kind of pay attention to it, see what it's doing. Like this one is going away from us, actually. We've got a little bit of a sea breeze happening. So just keep your eyes to the sky. Have a great weekend. Fish more, catch more, and we'll see you on the flip side.